Right, guys. Uh, right, guy. Right. I have no idea how to start this. Right, guys. Today we'll be talking about the level. Yeah, that level. Crushers. Yeah, Crushers is impossible from the game Baba is You. If you haven't played Baba is you shouldn't. Game's very hard. It's so hard they add impossible levels in there. Can you believe it? They added an impossible level. But if you for some reason want to play Baba Is You, this will spoil a lot of mechanics. Alright, you gotta get meta and then come back. That's what I always see. Sorry, the bronchitis kicking in. Hey, so the level, hold on, let me zoom out real quick. Yeah. So okay, so guys, when you play Baba Is You, right? You beat the levels, and then you go up the level. You go into the question mark land. All right, we love the question mark land. Then you go into the depths. Now the depths is where the game gets real. This is where the game gets hard. It's real. I'm not dumb. It gets hard. It not dumb. It gets hard. And that's at the third level is the depths. No, it's the crushers. That's the third level. Um, this is the level, and today I'll be explaining to you why it's just impossible. There's just no way to beat it. It's crazy how the dev would actually go and add an impossible level. I mean, can you believe it, guys? Can you believe it? Honestly, I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. So we'll be talking, of course, through my favorite tool, Paint. Drew a line. Uh, Red. There you go. All right, good. Um, right, yeah. So winning, right? So normally when you play Baba, right, your goal to get the win. We need to. Can we get it a little bigger? Come on. Need the max size. There you go. That's the way. Yeah, there. You get the win. Right now in this level, winning is not hard. All right. This belt that pushes you this way, right? And so your goal, all you need to do is break this and then waddle on over and you win. That's it. That's it. Doesn't get any easier than that. I mean, it's harder than the tutorial level, I guess, but that's about it. Um, so here's the thing. That's clearly not the goal here because winning doesn't give you anything. Alright, we're winning. It doesn't win. Right? Yeah, the bronchitis. I really need to see a doctor about that. No, don't worry about that. Yeah. So our goal is actually this guy, the level. You see, if you make level is something, right? Right? If you make it something, all then, it'll be something, right? And that's good for us, right? In the depths, we need something because the depths itself is a level with objects and rules. Right? So if we can bring an object into the depths, right? Like like this is really simple, guys. Come on. You're in a level, right? You're in the Crushers level where we are, right? But there is a stage, right? Hold on. If we can just yeah, beautiful. If we can just yeah. So like there's a stage, right? This is the depths. This is the depths. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you write it. And like there's levels in here, right? Here's level 1, here's level 2, and here's level 3. This is so this level is this thing, right? This is this thing, right? So if you were to write level is say belt, instead of this being a level, you just get like a belt. You just get a belt. It's a belt. Right, but we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that because there's no rules saying level is like belt is something, so it would just be useless for us, right? Now if you win like level 1, right, you go to level 2. If you win level 2, you get to level 3, but that's it. And we need to get to level 4 right now. The only way we can get to level 4, right, let's just say, I'll simplify this a bit. There's a wall here, right? That's no good. In order to get to here, what we need is to turn this level, right, which I've marked here, into text. This is our other object, right? Yeah, text. This is our other object. So if all we really need to do is push this thing, right, this guy, all the way there. That's it. And then we win, right? I mean, how hard can it be, right? I mean, come on. So, all right, how you do that? So, let's talk about the main rules, all right? Let's talk about the main rules real quick. We got the main rule, wall is stop, right? We're not gonna be breaking this anytime soon. We're gonna need to do a lot of research into tech in order to get past the stop object with like only a shift or something, and like one object. So this isn't gonna be broken. This means that we can't walk past these walls, all of these walls, and no shot we can walk past them. I'll draw them all out for you. Fuck. Shit. Don't worry, I got this. There you go, much better. Yeah, so just you can't get past this wall. None of these walls are. We're not getting past any of these walls, right? Not this one. Not this one. Not even this one. Yeah, crazy. I really thought you could get past that one. And not even this one. Nothing here. In fact, honestly, just this room doesn't matter, right? We're just not. Don't look at that room. No one cares about this room. It's clearly useless. And we can't also get past this wall. Yeah, alright, so all the pink stuff, can't get past it. And no shot. Impossible. Alright, let's talk about the win. The win. We want the win? No, we don't want the win. Get the win out of here. We don't care about the win. As I said, we don't no win. No win. Now Keke is you. This could be important. In this level, this is really not that important. This is just Keke. Alright, this is us. Yeah, that blue thing is us. Right, that's us. Keep that in mind. So, you may be asking, Rockman, how do we get to the level? That's, again, I mean, that's why how do we get the text right there to the level? Well, I've said this is impossible, right? So I need to explain why. Well, let's start by actually, let me zoom in a little. Much better. So first of all, our first, way to do this. Oh, that fits quite well. Look at it. He got the headphones. Yo, look at his headphones. Sorry about that. Yeah, the first thing you may think of is like, bro, why can't we just go here, right? Just go here, just push the text there, right? You push it here, right? Text, and then you just push it there, and you win, right? Problem, there's these skulls, and they say skull facing Keke's move, right? So if Keke is like sitting here, right? Say that's us right here. He just gonna move in and dead, right? Not good. We can't do that. That's not gonna help anyone really. But text can go through here just fine, right? Text can go through here just fine. So I'm gonna call this the Crusher corridor, right? Keep that in mind. The Crusher corridor. Yeah, exactly that. Beautiful. The Crusher corridor, right? This is why the level is called Crushers, because these guys just go boom and you crushed. Now this place right here, this is the weak corridor. Why? Because we have this guy called weak, right? Weak. We'll talk about weak. The problem with weak, right? You may be thinking, Rockman, all right, look, listen. We place the text right here, then we push it along with weak. And if the weak is here, then the text is here, and we win. Problem, if the weak, the bronchitis. The weak means if the level is weak, the weak means that he dies. Okay, that's it. That's as simple as I can say it. All right, we don't want this weak. Weak means that whatever is weak is dead. We don't want that. Well, more specifically, if it's on top of something, it dies. So, for example, we'll later on use text is weak, right? And text is normally pushed, so you can just move it around, right? If I'm sitting here and I say I want to move the text, it goes in this direction, right? All three of them push each other, right? So later on we'll use text is weak, and if you move the text into a wall, which is stop, it'll destroy the text. That's gonna come in handy later on. So the weak is bad. Here, if it just didn't exist, right, then we could just push in text, we win. Easy level. Not really an issue at all. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you also may have noticed this part, right? Hold on. Let me just pick an optimal color here. This part. This is the rule, but this little gap here, I like to call the move gap. The move gap. So the idea is, right, remember how we said this guy moves in, dies, boom, right? Well, you can make it so you don't do that if you just get here as yourself, right, as Keke. You just go in, boom, you move it, and you destroy the rule, right? If you destroy the rule, then you can just walk through here freely, and like, we'll talk about how to like move these away, but this is not so terrible. You just move these away, boom, and then you can push the text in from here, right? You just go up, boom, text is here, text is there, level is text. I am clear. Let's go. Now, this is very cool and all, but again, how do we get Keke there? Who knows? I don't. I'll tell you why it's impossible though. Goddamn the bronchitis. So you may be asking, Rapian, how do we do this? Like, how could it be possible to get the text there? Well, let's zoom out a little. Let's zoom out. Listen, this is actually very simple. All our options, right? We have 4 options, right? Because we have 2 goals. Either we get Keke here. Right, let me pick a color. We can get Keke here. Remove this, no crushers, maybe somehow win, or we can get text here first, right? Ultimately, this is our goal, but if we can do this, then maybe we can do this easily, right? I don't know. The level's clearly impossible. So these are our goals. As for how do we do those goals, well, we have 2 options, right? For the key, if we're getting Keke here, either we get her through here, right? We get through the crusher corridor somehow. I don't know how. Or we get it past the weak. And in terms of the weak, if we go through here, then the idea is maybe Keke is here, and like we move out of the weak out of the way, and then we walk in, and then we get the level. The move gap, and then we can walk here, which is gonna come in handy. Or we can somehow again get through here. Goddamn the bronchi. Get through here, right? Then we don't need to mess around with weak at all and go and push. And I mean, if you got through here, I don't know why you'd need this, but hey, life can be a dream. Now, as for the text method, right? The text method, we want to get that's the wall color. We want to get the text here, right? So either we push in the text here. If we push in the text here, then that means we need to take this weak, and we need to move it into here. This is called the pit. Is the pit, right? If we can move this guy here, we're living. We're absolutely chilling. Issue is that it's a little tough, because we need to push something, through here, and that's a little tough. Now another method we have is pushing this guy all the way to here, right? All the way here, and after that we can move the text all the way, all the way from the bottom here, until it hits this spot and moves the weak away, and then we can come in and boom, bing, win. So these are the 4 methods, right? You have 2 goals. Either you get to the move gap or you get to the level as text. You have 2 methods on how you do them. Either you go through the weak corridor. Actually, let me write that down since we might forget out here. The weak corridor. It's right here, right there. Right? The crusher corridor, the move gap, the pit, and the weak corridor. Right? There's also this which is called the level corridor, but we don't really talk about the level corridor too much. Really, the main action happens all here. So how do we do this? Right? How do we do this? Let's think about it like this, right? Let's say, for example, right, that we can actually push in the text through here, right? We can actually push in the text through here and get there, right? Why? Let's think about like this. What could we place in this spot that would not also move the weak into the pit, right? But would also allow Keke to go in here, right? This is if we're talking about the move gap, right? So say we push it out and then we want to go in, right? Now there's not a lot of choices here, right? If we bring just some random text, right, that pushes weak out of the way, well, then it doesn't do anything, right? We haven't achieved anything because we pushed the text to this point and then it blocks us. So that's no good. If we get text here, well, then we win. So this, like, why? What is the point of this? Right, what the hell? What the point? Why is this here? Why is there a move gap here, right? If we get the skull, right? Skull is defeat, so it'll just kill us. That's not very good. We can maybe get the belt here. Now, in that case, it could win. But at the same time, if you got the belt there, then the belt is either shift, meaning you'll just get pushed into the pit, or it is probably push, meaning it's, it's the same problem, really. Let's zoom in. Yeah, let's zoom in again. So, that's not very good, right? That's not very good. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. Now, this is, of course, we've been talking this entire time about bringing Keke here. Keke is, so we could disable the move so we could walk through the crusher corridor. We'll talk about the level, just making the level as text, right? Bringing the text all the way through here. Now, what about bringing Keke through here, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have absolutely no idea how to do that. That's part of why the level is impossible after all. If you put something that is shift here that you can walk on, right? Say a belt, right? Keke will walk onto it, and then obviously get shifted to this point, right? We're here now. But the problem is that once it does so, skull facing Keke will still activate, meaning it'll just move in, boom, and we're still dead. We will be able to text stack. I'll show, there is a way to do that. So you may be thinking, oh, maybe we could like have a lot of text on here and just launch ourselves across, but we can only get 2 texts on here, meaning we can only go like this far. And also, even if the skull didn't follow us, the other skull would just kill us as well. So that's basically pointless and impossible, as most things in this level are. Now we do have right. So here's the deal. When you start the level, right, belt is shift, right? Let's talk. I've been talking about the shift thing, right? What does it do? Pushes you in the direction that the object that is shift facing, right? So this belt is shifting. Is looking in that direction. So if I, the Keke, try to go in the other direction, I just get pushed back. So regardless of what I do, right? Like regardless of what I do, I have to break this rule if I want to get the text, right? Now, the issue with breaking this rule is that when I do so, I push this onto one of these skulls. Now, it's already impossible to get this out of here, right? This text here, maybe into this room where we could move it around. I should also mention that I might call this the belt room, right? This room, this is the belt room. It's the belt room. Yeah. Alright, so this is the belt room, right? This is important. And if we go here, well, this is a problem, right? So though, in order to get the text out, we need to push this away. One of these out, right? Obviously, we need shift. Shift is very useful. It's the only hope we have in beating this level. We can move the belt away. The problem with moving the belt away is that it appears in the crusher corridor, right? Now remember, our main method of beating this level is taking the text and moving it all the way up here, right? So that we can push it along with the weak all the way here, right? So if the belt is there, well, it's kind of in the front. So like it's already pretty difficult to get anything to like this point or anything. It's even harder to get things to this point, and then like, come on, you want me to get it all the way here? I mean, come on. And then if we get it here, it's just gonna be the belt. Then what? We're gonna make levelless belt? That's useless. That's not gonna help anyone. So that's a problem. We can push the is on here, but that's also very sad. We kind of need this is. So this is a problem. We'll discuss a little later why this is such a big problem. Now let's talk about this room. And this is our next room. This is the trio room. The trio room. Yeah, exactly. This is so the issue is here, right? We have these three letters. And these three letters, words, I'm sorry. And we want as many of them out as possible, right? So this is, right, this is the left is. It's very easy to get out. I mean, you just like, you push this guy here, you push this guy here, and you get the is out. Right, but that's not really a good solution, right? Because you get this is and this push in the corner, and once you get them in the corner, it's a lost cause. You'll never get that text again. I mean, you can maybe use it, but like, come on. Another method of how to do things is just to push the is, right? And then later on, we can then destroy this is and get the is push. Now you may be wondering, Rockman, how do we destroy, and then we, how do we destroy the is? Well, that's a really simple thing. You see, this week we've been talking about, it's been a really bad thing so far, right? Level is weak, always causing us problems. But if we could write text is weak, right, then we can destroy text. So we can just come in and destroy this is, which is very useful in this case, since we get the is push out. Now, so this is one solution. Another solution. What was the other solution? Yeah, it's to take this, push this is here, then push this push here, and then you can just later, so now then you can get the is. All right, you can just go in and take the is out, and you actually get the is. Now an even better solution is to take is to push this guy here, then push the pushes, and then destroy this is, and now you have both the push and the is, right? So it kind of depends, right, which one you really want. You can either get two is words, or you can get is and push. Now if two is's were more important than is and push, then why is the push here? Right? Wait, right click deletes? Yeah, that's useful. Why is the push in here? Wait, does it delete? No. Oh yeah, that's right, that's a thing. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm such a noob. Yeah, that's why I can't beat. No, I mean the level is impossible. That's why I can't beat it. Anyway, so yeah, so we can get the push out of here, right? But either way, we sacrifice one of these three words, which is bad, which is bad. So, let's talk about what does it say here? What? What? No, my document. No, what? My document. My source of information. Whatever. Who cares? Hold on. Let's no, guys. Don't click off. I'm right there. Listen, I need to see what's going on. Shift. Bob. That's right, Bob. This guy's named Bob. Bob. This guy's named Bill. Oh, yeah. Sorry. This guy's named Bill. This guy's Bill. Really about it. I just thought you'd like that fun fact. Here's the thing, right? Here's the obvious solution, right? As you can see, there's in here from this picture, you can already see a very obvious solution, right? It's simply to push all of the text through this tunnel, right? And if you have the text here, you win, all right? But that's not possible because the level is impossible. So how far can you get? Well, what you can do, right, is you can write belt is and text. Now, what does that do? Well, level is text makes the level into text, and belt is text turns this belt into the word belt. Now, this is very useful. This is very useful. God damn. You need to check for influenza there. So yeah, now that we have this belt, well, we can push it around a little, which is pretty useful. I mean, that's pretty good. And that's another word. Now you may be saying, Rockman, why can't we just write belt as push? Well, we can write belt as push, but say we want to write belt as push and belt as text. Well, that's gonna be a very big issue because we can't. We can't do that. If you're wondering why we can't do that, well, remember, to get this is push out of there, right? Out of this room, we need to make text is weak. Now, in order to make text is weak, we need to take this is and go all the way here and write text is weak, right? Then we come back, take out the is. Now, the problem with doing that is once we do that, remember at the start how I said that you move have to move one of these three into here, right? Well, once you do that, you lose one of these words, right? You can lose shift, is, or belt. Now, if we, regardless of the one we lose, we miss one part of the puzzle in order to write everything. If we, for example, if you lose the is, then you just don't have this. If you lose the belt, well, then you wait, you can reform the belt and put it there. Still impossible, don't worry about it. It's still impossible. So just ignore that part because it's clearly impossible. So say we, but I mentioned Bill, right? Do you see why this is impossible now? No? So listen, you may be asking, Rockman, so how do we actually build the text? All of this, right? The thing that gets there. Well, listen, this is very simple. I actually wrote down the steps, all right? Step 1, you push this belt up, all right? This will destroy it later, but don't worry about it. Then you create a new belt, right? I told you to not worry about it, and there we go. We got our new belt, which is very good. Now we take out the is, right? We take out the is, go and write the is weak here, right? And once we've done this, all right, boom, now we talking. We can take out like another word, like push or is it doesn't matter. Now, once you did this, all right, you place this here. Wait, no. Shift, next to the shift onto Bill. Oh, true. So we push the is we get, right? The is we get here, right? So say we got the is from here, we push it here. And maybe wondering, why are we pushing it here? You see, if we make the rule text is shift, well then the text itself will shift whatever is on top of the text or below the text or whatever the text is on top of. So if we shift this onto the skull, normally, as you can see, it faces this way. But if the is we push onto here goes from this way, the is facing this way, and when it's shifted, the skull, I mean, it'll go up, right? And once it goes up, then it won't come in and do us harm here. Now we can do something similar, right? We can write text. Hold on. We can write text is shift, right? And when we do this and push this text up, this will move the skull up, right? And this is great for us because now we can actually enter into this little zone. Still not part of the crusher corridor, right? But it's in the zone. We're kind of getting there. And now once we do this, we can form text to shift, push, and start pushing it all up. And what happens is the skull also acts as a sort of pushable object because it gets shifted by the text and it pushes the text. So this gives us 4 objects, right? That's 4. And then we can use the shift. No. There's 2 more somewhere. Yeah, the belt and like an is. Yeah, basically all you need to know is that it creates 6 objects. Now, why is it important that it is only 6 objects? Well, that's very simple. You see this tunnel, right? This is as far as we can go before we get destroyed by the crusher. This corridor is 6 tiles long, meaning we don't reach the cross section, which is where the text needs to be in order for the weak to get to push him into here and win, right? Now, what can we save, right? Like what objects could we possibly use to get another tile on here, right? Another pushable object. Well, one idea is to go back to the trio room, and remember we destroyed one of these 3 things, right? Well, what if we could just not destroy them? Answer, not possible. Just isn't, honestly. I mean, it's obvious. Now, what about this is? Remember we pushed on the is to move the skull away? If we could just take out this is, well, that'd be good. That'd be great. Now we're talking, right? Then we get another one that's right next to the crusher corridor. Problem impossible. Even if we're not gonna get on top of this, right? So it's not like we can get on this point, we die here, but even if we were to push this out, there's a skull below him, so we die anyway. If we magically use some text to push it from here to here, then I mean this is still bad. I mean, come on, this doesn't achieve us anything. There's just another text block here that we could have used in the crusher corridor, so we moved nowhere. What about another skull? Well, you remember how I said that the skull pushes the text? that is completely correct. So you may be wondering, maybe we can get Bill here, right, to move on to here. Problem is, the only way to get him to move on to here, right, is by us standing there. And the moment we stand there, we get crushed. That's not good. We don't want to get crushed. We also can't move him with text to shift, which is bad because we'd have to have text here and us here somehow moving it in. That's just impossible, clearly. So in the end, we have no options left, and we're one thing away. And what's even worse with this plan, right? What's even worse is that this plan doesn't utilize the move gap at all, and it doesn't utilize the pit at all. Now, when it comes to Baba is you, right? All the levels are very strictly designed, right? It must work. Like the thing, if there is a thing, it's probably going to be used, right? I mean, unless you're in an easy level, right? If you're in a tough level, which is this one because it's impossible, right? That's pretty tough, at least in my opinion. So if something is in there, then you clearly need to use it, right? So if this is in there, right, that means we have to get Keke here, and then get the text here. But the only method we know so far, the text train, right, pushing a lot of text here, well, it just completely skips this. Similarly, it also completely skips the pit. No, nothing in the pit, right? Absolutely nothing in there, because like we already can't do anything. So what's the deal? Maybe the entire strategy is wrong. So you remember how I said belt to push, belt to shift was impossible? That was a joke. It's actually possible. Now you may be wondering, why would this be useful? Well, it's because we can control, right? Yes, you can write text as we come back, put this here, put these two here, and if you delete these first, and kaboom, you got there. You can make this. Now you can push around this belt, right? You can push around this belt, and you can push it all the way. Let's use a different color here. All the way here, right? And why is this useful? Well, I'm not sure. It's probably not useful because the level is impossible. But if you were to say place the belt here, right? You place the belt here. Maybe you could like push the text onto here, shift it onto yourself, and just leap over the weak block, somehow phase through it or something. I don't know, that's like an idea, but it doesn't really work unless I'm missing something about the shift rules, which I'm not. I mean, how could I? Clearly a master of Baba here. So that's a problem. Now you may be wondering, Rockman, you said you could text tag. See, I did say that, but it doesn't help us at all. It's just a useless mechanic, honestly. So what you can do, right, is you can write belt as text, and as I've explained, this will turn this guy, the belt object, into the word belt, right? Belt. Now this is good for us. This is good because that means we can have some sort of text here, and another text on here. So you have two texts on top of each other, right? When I found this, the first thing I was able to find out is that if you have a belt here, right, and if you have the skull here, right, and if you move the word, the belt, fucking impossible level. It's okay. No, don't worry about it. So if you move the belt there, the belt and the other word on here, right? Text stacked words here. Two words here. Two words. Well, what does that mean? If you also make text a shift, right? So two texts shift. That means that skull is not only gonna move here, it's gonna move all the way 2 tiles, right? Because if 2 things shifted at the same time, oh god, the influenza. Then it goes 2 tiles in front. Right? This is good. This is good. I mean, this has the power. You may be thinking this has the power to win. It don't. No, if you still try to move things like this, you lose a word in setting all of this up. And you also have you need to have like belt is in front, and then if you move it in there, it becomes not text, right? And when you try to set this up, right, you're pushing the skull in front, right? In order for it to move, you also need to have the text in front. So you first need this, then it ends up moving it by 1. So it doesn't really work out, sadly. Now, but you also may be wondering, Rockman, this is cool and all, but what if you could push the text itself, right? What if this pushed the text, right? And here's the thing. You may remember I told you that shift on top of shift moves things twice. Well, it also does something dumb. It moves one of the words first, one of the text is, right? And once it does that, then the other one activates and moves, and when it gets moved, and listen, I'll just give you an example. So say we're here, right? We have the text stacked block. So this is 2 words. It doesn't matter what, but it's made out of 2 words, text and text, right? So what happens is the first text, and we're gonna call the red text, and we'll have this one as green, right? The red text is like, bro, we need to shift. And so what it does is it acts like a shift block, and it moves the green one in front, right? It moves the green one into here, but at the same time, the green one moves the orange, the Bordeaux one into here. And so what happens is you actually get an infinite loop where they keep pushing itself. Now you may be thinking, all right, Rockman, we got the locomotive. All right, we got the locomotive. This can push infinitely. So if you push infinitely, you just make the text, right? You just make the text get pushed infinitely, and you win. And yeah, you can do that, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Once you have done that, right, you have this whole thing, right, this whole mess, push it up, you also push up the skull, dude. And because of how it works, when you push the skull into here, yeah, the text goes in here, and the skull. Wait, what? Why did I write that? Can't you just move the skull? Hold on, let me try that. What do you do? Yeah, something like that. Shit. It's okay. I got this. I'm a master. I win. Yeah. I figured it out, guys. You need to push the belt up. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, not yet. Wait. I forgot. Hold on. I need to, Yeah. Wait. Yeah, you need to make the belt first. Yeah. You make the belt. Guys, remember I said it? You make the belt as text right here. It's so clear. You make the belt, right? Yeah, that's what I just did. Hold on. And now we go write the text is weak, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. I got scared. Yeah, okay. Wait. Why did they do that? I'll remember. I know this level. I'm an expert. I'll be fine. I can figure this out. No. No, you don't. No, guys, I'm sorry. We're trying to text tag. Guys, I'm sorry. You actually need to, yeah, hold on. I got this. I'm an expert. Wait. Which word do I kill? I think, let's just do this. Let's just push this up. Let's just push this up. No one cares about this. No one likes it. Yeah. What we need to do. No, I was doing good. No, we pushed the belt up. Yeah, guys, we pushed the belt up. We pushed the belt up. Yeah. Now we can use this is. Yeah, this makes sense. The level's easy. It's impossible, but it's easy, you know? That's just how it goes sometimes. Right, we need to text stack. Yeah, let's go text stack now. Okay, let's go text stack. So we move the is. Right, we get the is from the trio room, right? We push it onto here where the belt is, and we write belt as text. And we create a text stack. Oh yeah. Don't we need text this week? Nah, I'm sure we don't. We'll figure this out. Yeah, okay, we make the little guy. We put the weak in front, right? So now that we have the locomotive is done, guys. All we need to do, right, is we push the weak here, right? Then the belt comes in here, and now we are gonna have the text right there. It's gonna be easy, guys. I'm gonna prove to you why the level is impossible. See, look. When we do that, the skull is in front. The skull it's just in front. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just in front. Look, let me try this again. Look, I'll show you. Yeah, now if you try it another way, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Here, you know what I can even do? Here, we can even do this. We can first write text as weak. Right, to get a different word in there. You'll see, this is impossible. I've spent 7 hours on this level. It's impossible. Oh wait, that's not right. Yeah, don't get the push out to the trio room yet. Wait, now I can't. See if you get the push, you just don't have the belt anymore. And you can't write belt as text. Great soundtrack. See? You can't even write text this week after. Yeah, the level is impossible, guys. So yeah, there's no way to beat the level. No, if you move things in there, there's just a skull there. There's a skull there. Well, what do you want me to say? Here, I'll show you in a different color. Yeah. There's a skull there. No way to do it. So yeah, that's why the level is impossible. Wait. Wait, is it possible? You might not. You might be able to put the skull here. I'll make a part 2.